Hey YouTube family, it's Gina. Y'all, today we are going to be dropping more seeds. So we getting close to that last frost date. So I want to get some stuff started that I wanted to wait because I really only want to give it, I don't even know how long I got now, maybe 4 or 5, 6 weeks. I can't remember. It's more than 4. But anyway, I wanted to wait because it doesn't take as long. That's what I'm getting at. So let me show y'all what I am going to be dropping today. We are going to be dropping our cucumbers. I'm going to drop some Bay Alpha cucumbers. And I'm also going to be dropping some Dragon Egg cucumbers that I harvested seeds from. I am going to be dropping zucchini. So I'm going to do a bush zucchini and I'm going to do the golden zucchini. So I'm going to drop those today. I'm going to drop some spaghetti squash. And I'm going to drop some delicata squash. You can't even see it on the writing on the thing, barely. But these were seeds that I harvested from delicata that I grew not last year, but the year before. I had to think about when I grew those. So 2 years ago. I did grow them last year, but I didn't get a really big harvest. But the year before, y'all, it gave. It gave. So the last thing I'm going to grow is, going to start, is my okra. So I'm going to do, you know what, did I bring out the right ones? One of them I didn't. That's okay, I'll get it. I might have dropped it coming in here. Anyway, I'm going to do the Go Big okra. And someone sent me seeds for these a minute ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to do the red burgundy okra. Same thing, same person sent me these. You know who you are. And then I'm going to drop some seeds from the okra I grew last year. And I don't know which one this is because I grew, well, this is from the okra that grew at the community garden, which actually my friend grew. And she did the red and I think it was the heavy hitter or Clemson. I don't know. It was a green one. So I'm going to drop some seeds from this as well. All right. So I already have my cups ready. But now y'all already seen how I do this. They're all dirty, of course, because of the dirt. But I just punched holes in it. And I have pebbles at the bottom. Soil at the top. And we just going to drop the seeds right in these cups. You have seen me transplant into these cups, but I'm going to drop the seeds right into here this time. Okay? So, let me move some stuff. These are just my little things for the labeling. And I'm going to bring you down so you can see. All right. So, here's our cups. I just kind of moved them back. And I'm going to start with my cucumbers. So the Dragon Egg. I have my little labels already. So I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to drop 3 seeds. I only want 2 plants. But I'm going to drop 3 seeds just in case. All I'm going to do, I'm just dropping them right in here. I'm going to see if I can get it under the camera so you can see what I did. And then, all right, you see they're right there on top. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to take my Sharpie and push them down about maybe a ½ inch into the soil. You see them? They're still there. 1, 2, 3. 1. There's one there and one over there. And then I'm just going to cover it. The soil is already nice and moist, but again, as I've said in other videos, I will water it in as well. Okay? So that's our dragon egg. Now we're going to do our bait alpha. Put our little thing in there. I'm going to do the same thing with the bait alpha. I want 2 plants, but I'm going to drop 3 seeds. All right. Same thing. You got 3 seeds in there. And I'm just going to push them down some and cover them. I don't like to bury my seeds too low, and you see I didn't even read the package for how far down they're supposed to be, but I have less problems with germination when I don't push them down too low. Okay, so that's my logic behind it. All right, so I am going to put, you know what, y'all, I'm gonna hold off on this one only because, and I must have either dropped it on my desk when I pulled them out and didn't bring it in here, or I don't know, because I had another one and I don't see, I had 1 seed for the heavy hitter, and I'm going to put that with the Go Big. So this is actually the red burgundy. So I'm going to drop 4 seeds for the red burgundy. I have a feeling that the ones that I harvested are red. That's why I said I'm going to hold off. Because it don't make sense to have a dropping of the same thing thinking it's something different, because you saw it wasn't labeled, right? Because your girl harvested a bunch of seeds last year and did not label them. Peppers, okra, all kinds of stuff. You can't see it in this one, but we're gonna push them down because of the color of the seeds. I can barely see them, but I see them. Just gonna push them down some and cover them up. That's the red okra. And what I'm gonna do with I'm gonna do the Go Big, and what I'm gonna do is when I find that heavy hitter seed, the one lonely seed I have, I'm gonna drop it in there because I want to see if if I get germination, and then so this is gonna be the problem. I'm only gonna drop 2 seeds because if I drop 3, how am I know if I get the heavy hitter? I think I got a plan. I'm gonna drop 3. I'm about to tell y'all what my plan is. Cheers. All right. So this is the Go Big okra, which is also a green okra. So show y'all, tell y'all what my plan, why I went ahead and did it, and why I think I'll be okay. Because I'm going to put the seed for the heavy hitter right in front of the labeling. That way I know the other 3, if they come up, I know where they're at, and I'll know where it's at. That's the plan. All right, so I have one delicata that came up in the greenhouse you probably have already seen. So this is some more because I want more. I want plenty of plants of the delicata. So these, like I said, are seeds that I harvested from when I grew it. And I'm gonna drop 3. I have dropped more outside, but I don't know if it's because it's still cold here that is giving me problems with germination. I've only got 1 to germinate, but yeah, because we are not out of, I mean, I think it's still like in the 40s and 50s. We dropped to the 40 somethings today, and it's been raining, and that's typical this time of year. But it's spring, but we ain't getting the spring weather yet. So there's my delicata. I'm gonna do the spaghetti squash. Yeah, I am not the hugest fan of spaghetti squash, but I don't dislike it either. So I often try to grow something that that I'm not a big fan of, that I bought at the store, to see if I prefer it if I'm growing it. Because some stuff has been that way for me, where I didn't particularly care for it that much before, but now that I'm growing it, because it does have a different taste, it's exactly what I want it to be. So I'm gonna just do 2 seeds for the spaghetti squash. I think they'll both end up coming up. So yeah, I'm only doing 2. Alrighty, spaghetti. And now we just got the golden zucchini and the bush zucchini. I haven't had a lot of luck with the golden, because the dang on, what's that thing called? Squash bug always gets my plant, and then I don't get a harvest. So this is to hopes that I can get a harvest this year. I'm gonna drop 3, and I'm gonna decide when they come up, if I'm gonna keep all 3 or if I'm gonna just keep 2. I might keep all 3. We'll see. I really probably won't, because if you know anything about when you grow a zucchini and squash and stuff like that, once it starts producing, it be giving you more than you can deal with. So now we're gonna do bush. I usually do a Black Beauty, but these are some seeds that I had picked up, so we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna see what it do. And I only want 2 of those, but I'm gonna drop 3 seeds. So definitely not keeping all 3 of those plants. All right. I told y'all I was gonna bring y'all along on all these. I know that y'all probably like, girl. But it's probably somebody who don't know watching this, and I'm helping them. So that's the point. You know, it's always someone new to the community. So don't never feel like, you know, the repetitiveness of the content that we do, dropping seeds every year, showing how we do it, it not really being any different any year to the next. This year I did do some things a little different, but most times it's the same. But you know, there's always someone wanting to know how it's done, and this is educational for them. I know when I was learning, I was all over these YouTube streets looking for answers, and heck, it's stuff that now I'm still all over these streets looking for answers on. All right, so I appreciate those who don't feel like somebody ain't gonna care that they put that information out, because when I find it, I'll be like, thank you. I have found information on stuff that is so random, like changing the lock, the code on my lock on my deadbolt, because I have one that's a push key. Like, I didn't know how to do it because I didn't put the lock on there. So it was someone who had a video on YouTube who showed how to change the code. Just saying. All right, y'all. I hope y'all like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and I'll talk to y'all later.